Boys is getting quiet. Go on and get crunk. Head back to Longview, Kelly popping trunk. I ain't even tripping. Riding and I'm sipping. Let me come through.
We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Stirring the Pot. As always, I'm here with a few of my nearest and dearest. Jay is here, Buddha's here, Zach is here. Coach Cole had a basketball game. He got some business to tend to, so he might pop in a little bit later. But as of now, you stuck with us. Before we get into it, please like, share, follow, subscribe. All the things, YouTube, Spotify. We ain't too proud to beg. Show us some love. We just some poor podcasters trying to make a living out here. We got kids. You understand?
Too many.
Fellas, let's jump right into it. Playoff pressure cooker is what we like to call this segment. We're going to recap the wildest, most unpredictable moments from this week in the playoffs in the NFL and college. Wildcard Weekend was upon us, and boy, did we get some good games. Careers got cooked, legacies got built. Some folks' seasons came to an end, unfortunately. Let's turn up the heat a little bit. Let's kick things off. You know where I want to start. The Houston Texans went into Pittsburgh and got a big dub, 30-6. The Texans controlled the game without needing perfection from their quarterback because, boy, I don't know what the hell was going on with C.J. Stroud, but couldn't catch a snap. 4 fumbles, lost 2, threw a terrible pick if it wasn't the goal line, it was the red zone. The bigger story to me is the Steelers, they just looked overmatched. They look overwhelmed physically, which is rare for them. We don't run the ball very well. We're very middle of the pack, and my boy Woody Marks and Nick Chubb was out there looking good, ripping off 7-8 yards a pop. Buddha, I'm going to ask you, did the Texans win because they're legit or because the Steelers were not playoff caliber in the first place?
It go hands in hand. First off, the Texans are legit. That defense is legit, and like I said, you can have a slightly above average quarterback play, and that defense will take them to the Super Bowl. You just can't make the mistakes that they did have against the Patriots because that's a team that can capitalize on them. They're going to capitalize on the mistakes. So hopefully that doesn't happen because I'm rooting for the Texans to win that game. And then I'll go back and say the Steelers are not a caliber playoff team because they shouldn't have been there in the first place. I'm blaming this on the Ravens kickers. That game should have been done. They shouldn't have been in the playoffs. So no, they're not playoff contender team, caliber team. So that's how I'm gonna go with that.
I mean, you got some good points there. They only made it because the kicker missed the kick, but it's football, baby. It's the NFL. It's all part of it. All right, wrap that one up. We're going to move pretty quick here, and we're going to get down to previews here towards the end of the episode. Next up, we got the Rams and the Panthers. All of us picked the Rams. I think we were like 0 for 6 when all of us agreed on a team that was going to win. We finally came through. Famously, Rams took it 34-31, a lot of fireworks, a lot closer than we thought. Rams stayed composed as always. They've been there at the show flashes, but they couldn't keep the momentum going. Zach, if you're the Carolina Panthers, do you feel like you're closer to competing, or are you still a long way away from a serious playoff run?
Real quick, I can't hear or see Dominique, so if I'm just sitting here, it was just dead silence for like a minute and a half. Anyways, I think they're close to competing, man. You saw they picked up Bryce Young's 5th-year option. That shows that they have confidence in him. They have a lot of pieces. I know there are probably a lot of unknown names. You know, Carolina's a small market. A lot of people out in Texas aren't watching Carolina. They have a young coach who's already had success as an OC. I think they're close to competing, closer than most would think. You know, making the playoffs is a big step for a team that went 4-13 last year. And if they can draft well and continue the success. Now, you know, that's kind of the thing is what is a successful season? I'm sure they'll have goals that they want to reach next year. Get it to the divisional, maybe, you know, winning 10, 11 games. I'd deem that as a successful season. I don't know about making a strong playoff push because there's still a lot of good teams in the NFC, but I'd rather be, you know, winning 10 games than winning 5 any day.
True facts. You're right there. I do agree. Carolina's got some good young talent. Jalen Coker started coming along toward the end of the year once he got healthy. Ted probably going to be rookie of the year for the offensive side of the ball. So I definitely think they're closer to making a run than a lot of people want to give them credit for. Like Jay said last week, the defense is quietly pretty solid. They still got some building to do. They spent a lot of money on the offensive line. You couldn't tell, especially during those last couple series in the game this past week. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I think old Dave Canales bought himself another year at least, moving in the right direction at least. So I think they'll stick with him.
Hey, real quick.
Moving right along.
I've seen a lot of Tyler Shuck talk, which is crazy.
The
He's
man
now,
started playing.
if you take away the games he didn't play, I think he was 5-2. So it's not
Tyler
bad.
Shaw from the Saints.
Get shut tonight. Get shut tonight. Get shut tonight.
Is one question is
I don't know if he'll win it, but it's pretty cool seeing a guy that was on nobody's radar throughout the season kind of show up at the end and ball a little bit. So I'm sure
is
that's
this talking
pretty
about
fun.
the Saints quarterback?
Yeah, Buddha.
Okay.
Now
I'm
people
not-
were up in arms when the
Hey,
Saints
man,
took him
Kellen
over
Moore.
Dewey Sanders.
Kellen Moore know what he doing, dog. Especially when it comes to drawing something up, man.
Oh, no doubt. They got some decent weapons over there. But they didn't make the playoffs. Scoots.
Yeah.
All right, this was a big one. This was America's game of the week, I believe, if they even did that for the wild card round. 49ers and the Eagles. San Francisco marched into Philadelphia and took the dub 23-19. Broke Jay's heart. The 49ers dictated the tempo from start to finish. The Eagles struggled. They never found any momentum, never flipped that switch that Jay claimed that they were going to flip when we talked last week. Zach, I'm going to kick it to you and ask, was this a statement win for San Francisco, or did Philly have this coming all along?
Philly's a good team, even when they're not. I'm not gonna kill Jay like our co-host or our podcaster. Philly's a good team. Even on their bad day, they can beat a lot of teams. They run the ball well. They're well coached. They play good defense. I absolutely think it was much more of a statement game for the 49ers. More importantly, for Brock Purdy, because what have we called Brock Purdy his entire career? A game manager. Now you take away almost all of his weapons other than Christian McCaffrey, which is a big part of it, and he still pulls out a dub in the link. Hats off to him. I don't know if if he's a game changer, but that perked a lot of people's interest. Like I said, I don't know a lot of quarterbacks that you could take away their top 3 weapons and him go get a dub at away playoff game. So definitely a statement win for.
Man, you giving it to Brock Purdy?
What else do you want
All
me to do?
people in the game.
Yeah,
I think he's saying,
He's a
you need to
quarterback.
give CMC some flowers.
When you're a quarterback, you get all the praise if you win and all the blame if you lose. That's
I don't think.
You're right.
I don't think factor in this win.
Go with Jawan Jennings.
I
He
know
made some
you
crucial
are
clutch
coping a little
catches.
bit.
If
So
anything, it should have been Jawan Jennings.
He
I'm
made
gonna let
some,
you,
let
think whatever
him
you
hit on
want to
that.
think. I know you're down bad, but
Yeah, all right. So, man, this is my thing. I feel like the Eagles lost their game. I don't think the 49ers came in and won it.
You
I feel
don't
like the
say.
Eagles lost it. They ran some simple offense versus a defense who was pretty depleted. And they did not try to take advantage of anything that was going on. You got 2 linebackers who barely know the system, and we never throw the ball in the middle of the field. How does that? That doesn't work very well. And then when you do throw the ball in the middle of the field, you only run one route.
4 verts, baby.
Damn his route. What are we doing? That's not winning formula. We did run the ball very well. I ain't gonna say very well, but we ran it good enough. Saquon had 100 yards.
I
But
thought he was going to go for damn near 2 the way the game started.
bro, I just don't understand. Like, we can blame it on Jalen Hurts. We can blame it on the OC. I don't even want to say his name no more.
He's gone. He can't hurt you anymore.
But, man, I just feel like this whole year, me being an Eagles fan, trying to look at it on the other side, man, our offense was trashed the entire year for the weapons that we have.
Inconsistent for sure. And it's hard. I'm sure
Inconsistent, and like I said weeks ago, our OC never ever drew up Jalen Hurts any layups. Never. During the whole season.
he needs those.
And the craziest thing is, the only place he draw up layups is in the red zone. We had the best red zone scoring offense, and we could never get there.
He gonna find Dallas Goedert when he come to that red zone. If you don't do nothing
When
else,
you get to the red zone, I'm sitting here thinking, like, all the stuff that you do in the red zone, why can't you just run that on the 3rd and shorts, on the 2nd and shorts? All that same stuff, you can still run it right then in the middle of the field. Why we only gonna do why all this creativity is in the red zone, but the other 80 yards, we don't know what to do.
Some people at the moment was too
I kind of hated it for us. I feel like, man, everybody want to say Hurts this, Hurts that, man. I'm a big Hurts fan, man. So
he was putting the ball on the money. And AJ,
he has some stuff that he could have made go different, but hey, man, AJ dropped passes, Goddard dropped passes, Devontae Smith dropped passes, Hurts can't, man. He can't shoulder all that blame when the time that he did need plays made from other people, they didn't get made.
The superstars, so-called.
Saquon dropped the pass. It's 3rd and 3. He one-on-one with somebody. I'm taking Saquon one-on-one on 3rd and 3. 100 days out of 100 days. And
I
man,
agree
it's
with you
just
there.
little stuff like that. Like you go back and watch it. It's just, hey man, they didn't execute well enough, and then the offense all year has never ever gotten a rhythm to where like this whole season we never blew anybody out. And every time we did get a big lead on somebody, they came back. The Broncos
Y'all
game,
brother
they came
Jones,
back. The Cowboys game, they came back. So, hey man, instead of us mashing on the gas when we do get a lead, we always get like
conservative.
we cool with, okay, we winning by a little bit. No, man, I like to blow teams out. The year that we went to the Super Bowl in 17, straight blowouts. Oh, it was a few close games, but those straight blowouts. Last year we went to, at first we was start off rocky, but once they got rolling, the running game got rolling, we got rolling. So man, that's my thing. They just wouldn't. Philly never played a consistent game the whole season. They never played a whole consistent game.
Now, Haston asked a good question in the chat. He asked, what do you think they do to address this in the offseason? Now, I know that they just fired Kevin Patullo. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. He was a scapegoat, I feel like. Yes, he was calling the plays, but I also think with all the issues on the sideline, A.J. Brown about to beat Nick Sirianni up, Big Dom over there having to pull people to the bench, Jalen Carter spitting on folks and grabbing referees by their jerseys.
Yeah,
I think it's an underlying culture thing. I think Nick Sirianni has tried to do the bad boy kind of thing and let them guys have some free reign, but I think he's kind of lost control, if you ask me. I think he's the problem. I think y'all's roster is so good thanks to Howie Roseman, GM of the damn year. I think they win despite Nick Sirianni. I don't think he has helped them get to their full potential. Last year, you can make that argument, but especially this year, not so much, or not even close. So I think it starts with him.
And I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like you. I kind of feel like he's just there.
Yeah.
He just there. But hey, man, you can do that if you get you a bona fide OC who knows what he's doing. You can just be there.
Look good. Make you look good.
Hey, he gonna make you. Hey, Kellen Moore, he gonna get him a head coaching job off of being the understudy for Nick Sirianni, bro. All the coordinators since Nick Sirianni got there has had they either get fired or they get a head coaching job. That's how it goes. So
two things you need to know. Big Dom has the same amount of catches as AJ Brown in the second half.
Oh my God!
And this is gonna blow your mind. Jawan Jennings and Justin Herbert have the same amount of touchdowns in playoff games.
Whilst it,
I did see Jawan Jennings had more passing yards in the second half than Jalen Hurts.
Hey man, Jawan Jennings, I don't know what it is. He gets up for the Eagles, bro.
He gets up for every game.
Bro, every time we play them, they can have nobody, and Jawan Jennings has a decent game.
And he makes his money.
What's funny about him? Go ahead, Buddha.
He run this simple dig route every time. And every time when they do catches, it's no fade, no slant. It's a straight 10 to 12, 10 to 15-yard dig route. He makes that. It's every time. Every time that's all I see his highlights on. He's just running this 10 to 15-yard dig route. It's nothing special. I'll never see him on the vertical. No slants, no stops, no hitches, and enough. It's a simple dig route every time he gets open on it. And he takes it for like 30, 40 yards every time. I'm like, that's crazy. Because all I see him on his highlights is running straight dig routes across the middle of the field. And he gets them. And
he's one of those guys, when I see him, I'm like, he's tall. He's got a little size, but he doesn't look good running. He don't look like a thoroughbred. He don't look like one of those big-time guys, but he'll come down some big-time plays. But
no, for real.
I think a lot of that's due
who he reminds me of.
Who?
He reminds me of a even lesser athletic Alshon Jeffrey. Neither one of them are like crazy explosive, but they make tough catches. And when you call on them, the big guys, they make it happen.
They where they supposed to be.
He reminds me of Julian Edelman coming out of high school. He was recruited as a quarterback, and I think he was a higher. What's the year? He was a highly recruited quarterback coming out of high school, like higher than some big names.
Lamar
and Joe
Burrow. I think
that class, yeah. And
Yeah.
he's a quarterback-friendly receiver.
I think he was hiding Sam Donald too, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was hiding Sam Donald,
Yeah.
Joe Barrow, Lamar Jackson. That's three pretty
He's
good.
like the number 4. Yeah, like the
that's
number
three
4
pretty good.
receiver.
A
That's
taller
three
Before we
pretty
move on, back to the original question, what we need to do to fix it. First of all, we need an OC. An OC who can come in and make sure our run game is good. And plus our O-line, we need to get healthy. Our O-line was never healthy all season. That's another big thing. O-line was never healthy all season, and we need us a cornerback too. Hey, Adorn, you should have been the first one getting your bags packed. If we find us another cornerback to play on the outside that's somewhat decent, man, that defense will look even more greater than what it was.
One question for you,
Yeah,
Jay.
we were talking crap about y'all's cornerback one, Quintanamo, and he stepped up. He stepped up in
it. There was a guy mentioned me on Facebook, said he finna get cooked all game. He had 2 picks. So
No, he stepped up.
He showed why he all pro.
Yeah. He had a good game. He wanted to win.
What were you gonna say, Buddha? And then we'll move on.
Just one question for Jay real quick. Like when the head coach, the offensive coordinator's job open, like who would you prefer, like, for the Eagles to get? Like, who would you want them to get?
I'm not gonna lie. It's some
Who would you
guys
prefer?
out there that I would not mind having. I wouldn't mind having Cliff Kingsbury. My favorite out of everybody though,
Mike McDaniels,
is Mike McDaniels. If I could get him in Philly,
he's not going to Philly, bud.
He's not coming.
You got to be a special kind of
guy. Wish list. He asked me what I wished. If I had to wish for somebody to come, it'll be Mike McDaniel.
Y'all have to get him his own personal dom on the sideline. He gonna need some extra protection in Philly.
Wow, they're gonna love him. Yeah, I thought he was swagging in Miami.
First time Jalen Hurts go 0 for 8 in the half, they burning his damn car to the ground. All right, that's enough Eagles talk. On to another quarterback Jay put his faith in and let him down. Josh Allen and the Bills went into Jacksonville, beat Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. I got called out on TikTok because I said Jaguars. Like, man, I'm from East Texas. Let me make it. Beat them 27-24. The Bills just making plays when it mattered, when they needed it. Jacksonville struggled. They couldn't execute, especially all 4 quarters. Saw Trevor Lawrence turning the ball over. Terrible pick late. Is Jacksonville's window still is it as wide open as we think, or are we overrating the rise that we saw this season?
I think the Texans are always a top contender in that division, but I think it's more open now than it's ever been. Now they've had success. First-year head coach Liam Cohen? I think it's only uphill from here or down it, or, it's all up from here. Obviously, they have to capitalize that, and they're not going to take divisional wins as a success. They're going to have to go pretty far in the playoffs, but they should be coaching for a Super Bowl or a AFC championship in the next 3 or 4 years. We forget Trevor Lawrence has been a while, but he's young, man. He's still young. They got a young team around him, young receivers, good defense. So, yeah, young coach who's proven already. Window's open for sure.
I don't think there was a hole at any position on that roster. That's the thing.
Just got beat by one guy.
Pretty complete team. I'm looking at this game, and I'm trying to figure out if the Bills can actually make the run that a lot of people think they will. I saw a lot during the regular season, especially from the defense, that made me think absolutely not. I don't want to highlight one play from Josh Allen, the 2-point conversion against Philly, but there were a lot of scenarios and situations where he got into playmaker mode and started doing too much and wasn't taking what the defense was giving him. Oh, there goes Andres Ali. But she told him to clock in at 9:25 for you. But anyway, the Bills are moving on, and I can't rule them out, but I don't believe in them.
Shout out Brandon Cooks.
I think that
great pick.
Brandon Cooks, he's been balling, but I don't know, man. Them not having that dominant receiver on the outside, it hurts so much. That person that you need to go to when it gets tough, the Bills just ain't got them.
I'm going to go a different direction. I think they have a Philly problem. I don't think they have a good OC.
Joe Brady?
But when you ain't got nobody over there to throw it to, man. You got to run it back.
I guess he's lost his magic, but it always just seemed like a grind, and it always seems like Allen has to pull something out of them for them to, unless they're running the ball consistently good. If they're running the ball good, it's easy. But when they have to pull something out of their bag of tricks, it's hard, man.
I mean,
but
besides
what
Diggs, who
kind
have
of talent does he have around him?
I
when
agree.
he had
I agree.
Diggs,
He has
It's
enough
not much
talent.
talent around him.
He has
You
enough
got
talent.
Khalil Shakir, man.
yeah,
Who?
He's also an MVP. He's a true MVP.
Hey, Shakir
Allen,
is a great number 3 receiver.
absolutely.
Number 3?
slot number
Golly.
3
I mean,
slot.
That's
Brandon
a
Cooks
great
with
number
slot.
3.
and Brandon Cooks won that game. There was 2 big plays that he caught 2 balls over
Yeah.
20 yards. One was a dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
was a
got
good
him
ball
in
back.
versus the Eagles.
I
Yeah.
think Keon Coleman had a good little catch. He might be showing some
And
glimpses. Who
Keon
knows?
Coleman good, man. They got 2 good tight ends. They have some
Man,
deep.
Keon Coleman is
I hope he turns
He
out
got
to
him
like what we
mature.
thought he could be.
I'm
I
just
hope.
saying.
He got him mature. He gets
Yeah,
I
those
no
hope
doubt.
it
Young
happens
man.
soon. I hope it happens soon because if he can turn out, he's
I
a
don't see how
big
far. I don't
guy.
see
Like
them going very far, honestly.
Young man's crazier than a sprayed roach. But we'll see what the Bills do. They look good last week, so this might be their year, finally, since none of the other good quarterbacks, as everybody's been claiming, are playing. But anyway, speaking of non-good quarterback play, LA Chargers went into Foxborough to face Drake May,
Yes.
and the New England Patriots. They lost 16-3 to Patriots. Situational football. They ran the clock, time of possession, played slow, controlled as they like to do. Chargers left a lot of plays on the field, a lot of big opportunities. Buddha, would you say coaching won this game more than talent?
I would say both coaching and talent won that game for the Patriots.
Yes, Graham.
Just because what seems the Chargers was trying to be too aggressive way too early. They left some points out there on the field, trying to go for it. I know you're trying to make a statement on the road, whatever, but take your points while you can in the first quarter. You still got 3 more quarters of football left. That Patriots like they was hitting Justin Herbert, and I think they had like 5 sacks, and then the quarterback hits that he did take, like they was making statements. I mean, I think the Patriots got sacked 5 times too, but they wasn't as hard as the way they was hitting Justin Herbert, and he had to play all 4 quarters of getting hit like that, and that took a toll on him. And I don't think he focuses on his throws like it's like you can be pinpointed with his throws like he could be, but the Patriots were more on him, and Mike Vrabel with the game plan coming down to just running the clock out and playing a slow game that second half and just getting stops on defense. I think they got out coached and they was more definitely got more talent on the Patriots side of the ball.
Totally agree with you there. Jay, is this loss more embarrassing for the Chargers than it is impressive for the Patriots?
I think it's more. I don't think it's embarrassing, but I don't think it's impressive for the Patriots either. So I think it's more embarrassing for the Chargers training staff. Why they can't keep nobody healthy over there?
The doctors,
Hey,
what they
man.
got good.
Hey, everybody is hurt. The old line is hurt. All your players hurt. Man, I can't keep nobody healthy out there in LA, man. And I think that, and in the playoffs, man, that's usually how it go. The most healthy team wins most of the time.
Most of the time.
But they can't. I'm not putting nothing in that Patriots basket. I just can't do it. And I think they lose next week.
I'm glad I'm not the only
They
one
do
that thinks
lose next
that.
week, but we're going to get to that. Jay, I'm with you. We talked about the schedule all season, cupcake schedule, win percentage of their opponents less than 50%. Zach is a big Patriots guy. He believes in them a lot more than we do. Big Drake May fan. I think I saw a poster in his room over there. But,
Jersey's on the way.
Jersey on the way. I feel you. But no, I think we thought they would get to the playoffs, and that's when they would prove something. But now it just had to be the Chargers. So now the knock is, well, they beat to shit Chargers team. That wasn't impressive. The 2 best O-linemen for the Chargers been out all year. Couldn't get the run game going. The best running back was hurt. Best receiver is 35 years old and Keenan Allen. Couldn't get Q Johnston going. I thought he was going to be the one to have a big game, but that didn't happen. So a lot of disappointment in LA for the Chargers, but I mean, if they can get healthy, I guess we might finally see what they can be, but that's a big if. They can't seem to keep that thing going. But moving right along, another barn burner, big game, division, NFC North. We got to see in the wild card round, the Green Bay Packers marched into Soldier Field in Chicago and they lost 31-27 after they had a 21-3 lead. The Bears finally started to execute down the stretch, much like they have all season. They're very much a second-half team. The Packers struggled. They got a lot of stupid flags, undisciplined, momentum swung, and it just never came back. Jay, with that being said, did Green Bay beat themselves more than Chicago beat them?
Definitely beat themselves. Hey, man, anytime you got a lead like that, ain't no way you got to give it up. This the playoffs, bro. That can't happen. You get a 2 TD lead. Well, you get a 3-score lead, not 2 TD. You get a 3-score lead. It's supposed to be game over, bro. Ain't no way anybody supposed to come back in the playoffs. I don't care what
No
you say. So I
disrespect to
think it's
Caleb
more than
Williams, but it's not Tom Brady over there, you know?
no disrespect to Caleb Williams. He balled, and when the time came, he put on his Superman cape and he made the plays that he needed to make. But hey, man, Green Bay should never even put him in that situation where he had to do all that, where he had a chance to do that.
I agree with you, Zach. If it were up to you, which team would you rather be a part of over the next 2 years, and why? Like, if you got to handed the keys as the GM or the head coach of one of these franchises today, and you were guaranteed 2 years to coach them or manage them, which would you take?
Chicago Bears in a heartbeat. You still have Caleb
sure.
Williams in a rookie contract. He has so many just shiny toys at his disposal. The tight end, Colston Loveland, there may be a lot of talk about him in fantasy next year. He's a matchup nightmare. He's came a long way since the beginning. We touched on him earlier in the season, and shout out to Dominique again for calling this, in week 0. But yeah, give me the Bears with just the amount of talent they have around. Defense is a little iffy, but I got a great head coach that has a brilliant offensive mindset. Give me the Bears all day, man.
Couldn't agree more. You got a nice shiny toy, young quarterback. Luther Burden, that guy's going to be something.
He's coming.
That guy's going to be something.
I mean, they got guys, man. They got some guys.
They do.
Young guys. Them are young guys. They got DJ Moore. DJ Moore's not that old either, but he's in his late 20s.
He's 30.
Hey, man, he's prime too.
He's a good veteran for them young
veterans.
guys.
Two young guys, man, it's kind of scary, to be honest.
And then they got
they had a good run game, but just imagine if they get like a top running back.
I don't think you need one in today's game, man. I think Kyle Monangai and number 4, God bless, I can't think right now. Swift. I think get by just fine with them. But yeah, if you want to go get a stud, get after it. I think there's other holes that need to be filled.
Don't they?
They need some pass rush. Who do they pick up?
They really need some pass rush.
Yeah, they picked up somebody.
Sometimes.
Well, there's one guy in particular that really stepped up. I'm just drawing a blank. I'll think of it in a second.
Montez Sweat.
Thank you, man. Y'all read my mind. He stepped up and he was in Love's face all day. And I think he calls both intentional groundings.
He came out, he ran like a 4-3.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Then he went
to the Commanders, right? Got drafted by the Commanders?
Yeah. He got drafted by the Commanders.
He was part of that group. They were supposed to have that crazy D-line and never panned out.
That D-line was scary. But that D-line leaves and all them kind of doing decent in the other places. They couldn't do decent together. That's the Chase Young, Montez Sweat,
Jonathan Allen,
Payne, which is still there, but all those guys, they making noise where they are. Chase Young done revitalized his career in New Orleans.
Thank God too, because
he really has.
He was going to be
10 sacks this year.
That's awesome.
That's crazy.
Good for him.
Nah, for real. He's supposed to be you think he's a generational talent? Yeah, for real.
He's kind of in that clowny
arc. That clowny arc.
Yeah. Like, he was up for the Heisman.
I'm with you. You're right. That's hilarious.
Buddha, what were you going to say? And then we'll move on.
On the Bears toys, is Luther Burden, Roman Duze, and all Loveland, are they all rookies, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
And you got
or is this Roman Duze's second year?
Second year.
I think this second. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Grant, but then you got that rookie running back, which I don't know how long they can keep Swift, but Swift can a veteran enough running back to train him up, and the Bears got the weapons if they can turn out like they produce, like they are. They have some weapons. So they'll be good for a long time offensive wise, anyways, because they got some young guys over there at the skill position. So they're only gonna get better from here on out. They're only gonna. I think the ceiling is high for them guys over there. So They'll make a run. I mean, they're doing pretty good this year. I had them up there, but I didn't think, I didn't put them into the NFC Championship. But I mean, I can see it. I can see it now. But I don't know. They got a young, good team over there, and I feel like the ceiling is so high for them youngsters. If they can just keep on working and producing together, they'll be good. They'll be a special team to watch in the future. Well, they are right now. So
Yeah, especially with Ben Johnson running things, snatching his shirt off, yelling F the Packers in the locker room, getting them boys fired
Did you
up.
see the way he shook Matt LaFleur's hand? It's crazy.
Caleb
He ran
Williams
by.
spraying the cheese.
He did. He
My
did a
God.
drive-by on Matt LaFleur.
God knows.
That was so disrespectful. He has no love
I
for the
just don't
Packers,
like
I
him.
see. No love. He just
Hey,
ran by,
man, he letting
took
his
off,
nuts
kept
hang.
on
I
going.
respect it. I respect it. All right, fellas, on to shift gears and move things over to the college side. Couple good games here, too. Well, one good game and one ass kicking. But let's start with the good game. The Miami Hurricanes faced the Ole Miss Rebels. Miami came out with a tight one. I was expecting Mark Fletcher to have a big game. I shot for the moon and landed amongst the stars. I said he was going to have 175. He ended up at like 130, 135, somewhere in that range. But I knew he was going to be the X factor. Late game execution. Carson Beck made a couple plays at the end. As bad as he looked in some spots, Ole Miss, lot of firepower over there. Buddha, let me ask you, did Miami prove that they're ready for a title, or did Ole Miss just miss their moment?
This one goes 50-50. The Miami defense is there. They're there for sure. They're the real deal. And all I got to say, without this freshman Malachi Tony, they wouldn't be where they at today. You say what you want. That guy has that true freshman. I never thought I'd say a true freshman to come in and change a program, a D1 program like that, and fresh out of high school. But he has. And shout out to Ole Miss because they're doing this with the Kiffin situation. He up and left. What you had Pete Golden come in. Is that the last name Golden? I think he had Pete. He came in and took over, and he had to coach that game. That's kind of hard. You got to see how to adjust with that. And then what happened was they beat Georgia, so they didn't think they was going. A lot of people in Kiffin thought they was going to lose. So that's why after they had to play Miami, he had to take some more of his staff away because they really thought they was going to lose to Georgia. Grant, doing this portal and the stuff that they had to go to get guys. But shout out to Ole Miss. I like them, but I think the Miami team is title ready. And this is a big test coming Monday because I thought Indiana would have had a close game with Alabama. That's a lie. I thought it would have been close with Oregon. They hadn't played already. They're in the same conference, but that's a lie. And I'm hoping for a good game against Indiana, but if it be a blowout, I wouldn't be surprised because they done blew everybody out they played in the college playoffs. So I don't know. And shout out to the college football committee because they finally got this right by keeping Miami in and putting them in. So giving them a little bit of credit. But I think Miami's kind of ready.
We'll see. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait for it.
Answer the big question, though. Is Miami going to beat Indiana or what?
He didn't ask me that. Well, I mean, he didn't ask me that question.
You keep on saying like title ready.
That's what the question was, man. I'm going off the question. That's what the question was. I said, yes, they're title ready, and no, I don't think they're going to beat Indiana. Man, they got to the title. I don't think.
Well, we here now. Let's talk about it. Well, first, let's look at Indiana versus Oregon real quick. Man, when you talk about domination from the jump,
I said 10 points, but God.
You did. And I almost convinced myself Oregon had a shot. I almost talked myself into it, but I was like, nah, let me stick with my pick. Indiana has been rolling. They came out with a Mike Tyson left hook and kept on throwing uppercuts. I mean, turnovers, just chaos everywhere. Played efficient on offense. It got ugly. They're a complete team. And it's crazy. I think one of the oldest teams in the country with less talent than most of these teams that were in the playoffs as far as like recruiting grades and things like that. And Mendoza was just efficient. He didn't do a whole lot of craziness. He wasn't out there.
He's a lot more athletic than I thought.
He is.
That roster of Indiana got 47
He's like a super
people
value Andrew Luck.
Super value. That roster at Indiana got 47 people that's between the age of 22 and 25. They got an old ass. They got an old ass team.
That just goes to show you.
You know it's bad when the rest of the country is accusing you of cheating. That was an ass whooping.
Bro, that team is almost older.
No. Let's switch that right now. On average, they're about a year older than that Oregon team. I don't care about that. You also got, if you want to talk about an old team, let's talk about BYU. Because they go into ministry for 3 years, and then they come back as grown men. Obviously, they're good and they got some talent, but it's the age disparity. Yes, they're older, but it's nothing crazy, man. And you're going to see that a lot more where guys who would probably go in the 3rd or 4th round are going to take a bigger check in college football. That's just the name of the game now. It was never about school. I'm going to get this. I'm going to go with 3 teams. I'm going to have a 6-year career. I'm going to make a couple million, and then I'm out.
But I mean, look at Chambers.
See, my
This is
boy
what, a 6th
Trinidad.
year? Why
I hate
won't he
that
go?
for him.
He's been in there 6 years. I mean, go to the league.
I hate that
Granted,
for
I know
him.
the
I don't know
NIL
why they
money's
denied
good,
it. I
but
think he's going to appeal it, but from what I'm hearing, the appeal process.
I think somebody said they accepted it. I seen something today.
That'd be
it's a
great. I mean, if
guy.
he
It's
wants
a
to stay,
I
well,
can
here's the
see
thing:
that.
is Ole Miss already went and got another quarterback. So is he just going to go? Where's he going to go? LSU got their guy
they got the. I think Ole Miss got the one from
and
Auburn, if
Levitt.
I'm not
So where's he going
mistaken.
to go?
He'll pop up in Cincinnati or some weird
It's a guy that
spot and take them to the playoffs.
it's a guy that I seen.
He's got to go where they pay
He's
him.
cool.
Raiola went to Oregon, which is crazy. I saw Patrick
Only
Mahomes in
because he seen
Oregon. I
Pat
guess he
Mahomes
lost a
in that
bet.
Oregon
Saw him in
jersey.
an
That's
Oregon
it.
jersey, and next thing I know, Raiola is signed with the Ducks.
Raiola was
Is
Okay,
is
so
he else?
Obviously you
He's
want to
weird.
imitate greatness. That's fine.
He's
But
weird.
he's taking
he
it
is
to, like, I see him
obsessed.
do this little number right here. Like, he's taking it to an extreme level.
He
He's
is
weird.
obsessed.
another thing. So what
And
I
You
seen
have to be,
Dante Morris.
to
He's not
be
even for
great,
sure
you have to be
declared for the
obsessed. I just don't know if his obsession is in the right direction. Maybe he's focused more on ball and not what Patrick Mahomes is doing. He's focused on the wrong balls. That's what I'm saying.
it's a good way of putting it. Go ahead, Buddha. What
Yeah.
were you saying?
Dante Moore haven't even declared for the draft yet. So I mean, granted, if he doesn't go because they seem like, oh, he probably don't want to go to the Jets or whoop whoop. So if he comes back, then how that's gonna work? Because somebody's gonna get. I'm sure they probably
Now,
gonna ride
Dante
with Dante
Moore,
Moore if he comes back. But I mean, he probably need to come back
he's got to
another
be
year
declared.
anyways. But
He
He's got
doesn't
to
have
be
to.
declared.
I'm not going to the
I
Jets.
mean,
No, he doesn't have to, but I
he don't.
think he's got. I think that's the move.
He need another year. Not to just. He need
But
another year in
it's
college.
it's not very many. He better go now. It's not very many good quarterbacks coming out this year.
I'm
He's
not going
projected
to
in
the
the first
Raiders.
round.
I'm not going to the Jets. I'm not
Yeah, he's projected
wasting
to go
my
to the. I
body.
seen.
That's a
And
Probably
death
plus,
see him out
sentence.
getting out
he's
there.
probably making
That's a death
making
sentence.
money.
I'll
I'm
stay
sure
in
he's making
Oregon.
money over there in Oregon.
I'll win 11 more games and make another playoff and
Make that
lose in the
NIL
first.
money.
Yeah,
I'm sure the NIL money's pretty good to
I'm not
Dante
doing
Moore.
that.
So I mean,
He got a
what is
glimpse
his name?
with that Indiana team.
Yeah,
He might want to stick
no
around
doubt.
another year and hang it out. But that's what I'm saying. Raiola went over there, and Dante Moore ain't even declared for the
Wait,
draft yet. So I
is
mean,
Donnie talking?
Yeah, you can't hear him?
Nah, you're good, man.
No.
You good. You can't hear me?
I'm just
He
sitting
can't
here.
hear or see Buddha.
My bad, Dominique. Keep going.
Oh no, you're
Yeah,
good.
he
You're
got
good.
this
Nah,
hotel
we're good.
Wi-Fi over here.
No, it's not him. I think it's a me thing.
No, I can see him. While we here, Buddha, I think you said you picking Oregon. I mean, not Oregon. I'm sorry, Indiana against Miami. Or you
Yeah,
said you picking
I feel like
Miami?
it'll be a close game. I'll take Indiana by 7. I guess that's a lot in college. I don't know. It's a touchdown, so anything can happen. I'll take Indiana by 7.
Last game of the season, Jay. Last prediction for college football. You think Miami got something for Indiana, or Indiana gonna keep rolling?
Predominance. Indiana goes in and wipe the floor with Miami. Now I'm
You
talking
think
so?
about yes.
Yeah.
They finna cut.
I think it's gonna be close at the beginning of the game. By the time you get to the third quarter, Indiana just gonna start making that train.
You nicer than me, because I was gonna say with about 5 minutes left in the second quarter, it was already gonna be out of hand.
God,
We
though, they
all
are
in
playing in
Indiana.
Miami. You think that's like a home field advantage for them? You think? I mean, they got the
No.
home field advantage. but
No,
it don't matter.
Do
It
you
don't matter.
know? Do you know who's over there coaching in Indiana? You think he give a damn about home field?
Make
Hey,
that facial
whoa.
expression.
Let's go and talk about that too. I can almost guarantee you there's going to be more Indiana Hoosier fans in that stadium than Miami fans.
Buddy,
They have the largest.
either way, they
Nah.
support
80,000.
basketball.
They have the largest.
hey, they ain't got a root. Their basketball team ain't that good no more, so they ain't got shit to root for.
But
So
that's all
they
they
gotta
have.
come
Yeah,
to the football games.
got
They'll
to.
be coming to Miami. I promise you.
Most
There'll
of
be
them
a
probably
lot of.
never touched a football in their lives.
We finna see Trick Daddy on the sideline.
Let me
and
give you a little
everything for the
breakdown
year.
of what's going to happen. So obviously, Miami's success is off running the ball. Kurt Signetti and staff is going to take that away. Saban-esque, Belichick-esque. They're going to take that run game away, and they're going to put the game on Carson Beck. And I wish Cole was here because it'd be his time to shine. I do not Carson Wentz, hey, he's had a wonderful playoffs. He's done a lot more.
He's had a great career.
Great career. The Kavanaugh twin, good job, bud. But this is where it comes to an end, man. It's got to be on his shoulders. He may make some throws, but they're gonna be all over him. It's gonna be a nightmare.
They're gonna be out
If
there
they can take
shaking
Fletcher
like a
and
leaf in a
Tony away,
hurricane.
it's going to be
But
a
I'll
long
tell
game
you,
for
if
them
that
if they take
Miami
them
D
two
can
away.
get after Mendoza, it could be a closer game. But man, I'm really thinking it's gonna get out of hand.
I mean, that's why they went and got all them old dudes, man. They're ready for this.
They got
They
47 of them
priming
over there.
Hey, man.
Grown
You
men.
got all them grown men. Them ain't men over there. Them are grown men over there in Indiana.
They ain't fresh out of high
And they
school.
ready.
Yeah, you can't
They
rattle
ready.
them. They didn't live some life. They
No.
done seen a lot of.
Hey, Cincinnati gonna have them boys amped up. He gonna have them. This I can already hear his speech right now. He telling them that they underdogs. He telling them that nobody wanted y'all. He said y'all ain't never been good enough for nobody else. He over there, he amping them boys up. They feel like they got to prove themselves against the world, and they gonna come out so hot.
Finna run through a brick wall.
Mendoza's gonna be in the back. Coach is right, guys. It's on us.
Did y'all see that?
As long as we do our best and we play for each other,
we'll win this thing, gosh darn it.
God, I hate that he's going to end up in New York Jet. That poor bastard.
I hate it for him. No, he's going to go work for. He's going to go be an attorney for Lockheed after this. I don't think he's going to the NFL.
He better do something because he's going to go into New York with all that positivity. They ain't going to put anybody around him, and then they're going to chew him up.
New York just
like
got the number one pick.
Else.
I think he'll have a good career in the NFL, but he needs to go in a good spot.
Is it the Raiders or the Jets?
I thought Raiders had the number one pick.
It's the Raiders. I do not suggest it.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't recommend.
Bad, both of them bad, but I'm like, everybody want to be the number one pick of the draft. I don't think they're gonna not. I don't know what they do. What Eli Manning pulled up one time.
I don't think they should go for
Vegas,
a quarterback, man.
Vegas, I don't either. Ride with Geno as long as he can be average.
He may
build the rest of the team. Get ready for the next guy.
Geno may say, "I'm not doing this again." Good all.
I don't think neither one of them will go for quarterback on their first pick.
I think they need to trade out.
Do too. Lot bigger needs across the board. That offensive line, Jesus.
They ain't have a head coach.
Real quick, we'll see what they do in the offseason. It's a lot that can happen. If they get the right head coach, gives people a little bit of hope. They might get a couple decent free agency signings. They might do a little something. They definitely ought to win more than 2 games, but I don't know. We'll see. Real quick, before we move on and get into some of these coach firings, Jay, who do you think was the biggest choke in the college football playoff bracket that we saw, and then in the wild card round?
Biggest choke is for sure Ohio State. I'm going Ohio State. I feel like they have the most talented roster in college football, and they didn't show up.
Zach, you got anybody else in mind? I think you probably do have a team.
I would just say
Dominique might not like it.
Oregon and Alabama. Those are fireable offenses.
My team
Alabama
is
fans
Texas
are
Tech.
not happy.
And
what's crazy is they had a choice between DeBoer and Cignetti, and they went because Cignetti was on the staff at the time, and they went DeBoer.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's Oregon, and Oregon. Like I said earlier, they'll always are going to be in the conversation, but just performance-wise,
I just don't think they ever get it done.
No, I don't think so.
Always get in the combo, and they just never get it done.
When you're winning because of money, not culture,
they're gonna be like what the Eagles was before they won the Super Bowl. Always gonna be really, really good, but never could never could finish it.
All right, let's move on to our next segment. This is the boiling point where we discuss the biggest controversies across the league. Look no further than all these coaching firings. And I want to get into what some of these mean. A lot of guys had very long leashes for a very long time, and they got snapped quick. All of a sudden, multiple coaches with Super Bowl rings, tons of playoff wins. Stefanski's in there, 2-time coach of the year. Let's just call them out. Yeah, Mike Tomlin, John Harbaugh, Kevin Stefanski, Jonathan Gannon, Brian Callahan, Raheem Morris, Mike McDaniel, Pete Carroll, and we'll go ahead and throw your boy Patullo, OC, in there, Jay. Do you think any of these teams moved on too soon?
Only team that I think may have moved on too soon was, I think the Arizona Cardinals moved on too soon. I think Gannon actually had something like brewing over there. I think one more year they would have been in the playoffs next year. But they got to get a healthy quarterback. The quarterback been hurt all damn year. But I think Jonathan Gannon actually had Arizona like competitive at first, and then he kind of got put in the same situation as with the Chargers. How the Chargers been? They always been hurt, and that's what happened with Arizona this year. Everybody got hurt. Kyler
Yeah, they
was
had the
hurt.
most
James
injuries
Conner
in the
got
league.
hurt. Yes.
I
Then you
agree
find
with
you
you,
a
and
great tight end with Trey McBride. He goes crazy this year, and then
record breaking.
with nobody, man, I don't know. I think Johnny Gannon kind of got messed over with that one.
You read my mind, but I wanted to say, to piggyback off of that, you mentioned Kyler Murray. I think that's part of the and not just that he was hurt. I'm just not a big believer in Kyler Murray.
He
I
got to
think
go.
he
He was
came
on the
in
hurt.
hot, athletic, you know how that always goes, the RG3 effect, come in the league, hadn't figured you out yet. Once they did, he got very mediocre, and then he couldn't stay healthy. And I think that kind of sped that timer up on Jonathan Gannon, because you saw once he got a quarterback, that offense was rolling. They just had nobody on the defense. They
Yeah.
couldn't stop,
Brissett was
stop
rolling.
anything. So I mean, goodness, why am I blanking on Jacoby Brissett? I mean, the dude was averaging like 300 yards. I think from week 6 on, he probably played the best quarterback in the NFL almost,
He
just
broke
by the
Arizona
numbers,
records.
which is crazy.
He broke
Yeah,
Arizona.
nuts.
That's crazy.
So I think Gannon showed what he could do if he had a guy that could run his system. So it really blew my mind that they got rid of him, but that's part of that pressure. You're not winning. You
Honestly, wouldn't mind
find a
seeing him in
scapegoat.
Miami.
I got
wouldn't be
something for you.
surprised. Go
I
ahead.
got something for you. Shout out to the Houston Texans for tying the Arizona Cardinals in playoff wins. Houston Texans established 2002, Arizona Cardinals 1898.
Good grief.
Damn, that's crazy.
Was football invented at that point? God.
Yeah, they were probably
1898?
like the Chicago Cardinals, but yeah. Dysfunctional franchise. Yeah. I'm going to go with Raheem Morris. They absolutely screwed him only because they had a good roster, yes. They had Kirk Cousins, who was supposed to be a bridge quarterback, but not in year one. And with their top 3 draft pick, they draft another quarterback. That
Crazy.
blows my mind. And Penix may work out, but
with a long injury history.
yeah, you're not giving, who also played at Indiana, by the way, which is crazy. You're not giving your head coach a lot of ammo if you already have a set team and you can make that team better and you just go get a different person at your most important position. That creates controversy. That creates cap issues. I mean, that's what everybody talked about last year is what are the Falcons going to do? Not, hey, the Falcons are pretty good. They may make a run. So Raheem, I definitely agree. I didn't think about Gannon, but Gannon was a great option as well.
No, I like Jonathan Gannon. I didn't love Raheem Morris, but also I forget who was the OC over there in Atlanta.
Last year it was
you know?
the Pittsburgh OC. This year it was
Arthur.
Yeah, that was last year. This year, God
Yeah.
bless. I can't
I
remember.
know the name when I hear it, but anyway, point being, he had everything. Yeah, arguably the best running back in the league, very solid, experienced quarterback. Drake London's a dude. Darnell Mooney can get active. He's a solid number 2. Kyle Pitts started showing what he should have been doing from the start. Decent O-line.
He went crazy the last few weeks.
Great O-line.
Nuts.
Top 15 O-line for sure. Or top 15 D-line too.
Yeah, they play ball, and they got some solid guys over there on the defense. This is a linebacker. One plays for the Patriots, one plays for the Falcons. Last name Ellis. The one for the Patriots is the one who knocked the damn paint off that one guy's helmet on that kickoff a few weeks ago. Are they like brothers or twins? Because I know, and they're both Elliss. They got to be related.
Oh, if it's
both
2
white
S's,
linebackers.
oh, yeah. If it's
Ain't
2
that the
S's, I
same
would
guy that
definitely think
smacked
that's
us?
not a common name.
Yeah, it was the Giants too.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Well, he smacked Jackson Dart on the sideline. Good God almighty. He better learn how to
Yeah,
start
yeah, him.
That's
Hit
him.
him on the sideline.
53.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. And
They
then he came by and
brothers.
hit the
Nice.
oh.
They are brothers.
Oh, okay.
They
And then
both
he
some
knocked
dogs,
that
buddy.
kick
Hey,
returner. He
the
knocked the
mic
paint
is
off his
double
helmet.
back.
And
Maybe we turn down TikTok, the volume.
My volume is down. Jay, you got your volume up?
I ain't even on TikTok.
No,
so.
my brother, yeah.
I don't know. Who knows? We'll
I'm
fix
sorry,
it in the
Natalia.
edit.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Thank you for that, Natalia.
Yeah, appreciate you, Natalia.
Bro,
We'll send you a T-shirt in the mail.
they whole Bro, the dad played DT for the Lions.
Okay.
10 seasons.
Okay.
Then you got Caden Ellis played linebacker for the Falcons. Christian Ellis plays linebacker for the Patriots. Then another brother who got drafted by the Denver Broncos, Jonah Ellis. Then they got another brother that's a free agent who was playing for the Eagles, but he doesn't play for them anymore.
Are they live like
Damn,
that? That's some good bloodline.
What they feeding these people?
Man, the bloodline is strong.
Ellis high.
Buddha, out of all these head coaching vacancies that we just named, which do you think is the most attractive and why?
I'm going to go with the Baltimore Ravens, just because you still got a franchise quarterback in Lamar, which Derrick Henry time is coming up, but he showed the last couple games that he still got it. And they're only a number one receiver away. They got a tight end and likely that can stretch the field, and they got one in Mark Andrews that can, make plays and block. And if Zay Flowers, he's a good number 2. And they're only a number one receiver away from being like explosive. And I would like to see Cliff Kingsbury get that job. I seen they interviewed Davis Webb. They interviewed Cliff Kingsbury. I know Davis Webb is a quarterbacks coach in offense, some like passing game for the Broncos, which that's pretty nice over there. But I would like to see if Cliff Kingsbury can get that job, and Mike McDaniels can be an OC for him. Which I don't know if Mike McDaniels out there shooting for a head coaching job or not. But I would love to see them two pair up and make some magic happen with that team. I feel like it'll be something special if they can get a number one receiver over there. I think that'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the job that everybody wants.
I got to go with the Falcons.
I just hope Falcons is,
That's
I ain't thinking
attractive.
about that.
That's attractive.
You want to
It
live?
is, but I mean,
Adopt
are you
live
gonna?
in Baltimore, but you want to live in Baltimore or Atlanta? Which one?
I depend on who you. I think it's who you kind of.
But I
I'll
mean,
take
who you got?
Atlanta.
I mean, are you
10
going
times
to
out of
depend
10.
on? Are
I'll
you going
take
to depend on
Atlanta
Michael
10
Penix? I mean,
times
Michael
out of
Penix.
10.
Michael Penix not bad, but are you going to depend on him? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they got more toys over there in Atlanta. Don't get me wrong, they got more toys over there to play with. But who you got to throw the ball? I mean, Kirk Cousins can turn
the team is fairly young. You got a bunch of young weapons over there.
Besides Kirk Cousins,
everybody's
yeah.
young.
Yeah, facts.
Kirk Cousins still serviceable.
Yeah. He's just robbing the league
Sometimes.
like he been doing, robbing the league. He's robbing them blind. He's a Ben Simmons of football.
Don't hate the player, baby. Don't hate the player.
He's
hate
the
the game.
Ben
Let
Simmons
Kirk
of
make his money.
football, robbing the league.
New Chase
And
Daniel.
all that money he been getting being guaranteed. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, he's good to go.
Guaranteed.
I'm riding the bench. Like, what do you need from me, coach? You need me to hold that clipboard? Yes, sir.
We was talking about him today.
Yeah.
He had signed 4-year, $180 million with them. He signed a 4-year, $180 million with the Vikings, and I don't know how much he got with the Redskins, but he had some nice
The
guaranteed
man is
contracts
not
from the
broke. I can
Vikings
promise you that.
and the Falcons, and he ain't done nothing. I mean, he played good during the regular season. He played real good during the regular season, but he ain't proved nothing to get paid that much. I don't get it.
He ain't wanting for nothing.
Nothing.
No, he ain't.
All right, guys, we'll wrap up that segment. I'll just say this: the league, they don't care who you are, who you were, what you did in the past. They looking ahead to what's next. It's a win now league. Pressure is always on. You never know when your last day on the job might be. So you better get out there and do it to the best of your capabilities. Anyway, we're going to wrap things up with potluck picks, and we're going to look ahead to the divisional round in the NFL. Everybody's going to throw a prediction in for next week's games, and then we'll come back, see who nailed it, see who didn't. I think I had a couple big misses last week. I picked the Patriots to lose. I was feeling myself a little bit. Right team to get upset, just the wrong week. It's happening this week. I mean, obviously. But let me go ahead and get a bracket pulled up for us.
I think
so
Cole went undefeated. So shout out Cole.
Shout out Cole. It ain't often that happens.
My boy went undefeated. It's always the opposite.
I think, Jay missed on the Eagles. I missed one with the Jags.
I missed two. I missed on the Jags.
I'm going all underdogs, so I ain't worried about it. I know I'm going all underdogs. Oh,
all
I
right,
mean,
let's kick it off. Number 1 seed in the NFC finally getting the matchup. Round 3, NFC West. San Francisco is going into Seattle. Division rivalry. Execution is going to matter more than anything. Got to show up. Got to do your job. Seattle's got the momentum. San Francisco's got the history. They got the experience, the playoff pedigree behind Kyle Shanahan. But I think if the Seattle Seahawks can do what they did the last time these two played and get after Brock Purdy, cause chaos, they can win. It don't have to be pretty on the offensive side of the ball. So that's just my take. I'll kick it off. But, Boot, I want to ask you, if this game ends up being close late, who do you trust more, the 49ers system or the playmakers over there in Seattle?
I'm going to trust the 49ers systems because look what they did when they was down against the Eagles, which I'm sure their defense is probably better than the Seahawks. Now look how they drove the. I'm just saying they drove the ball downfield.
Yeah, might have the best
Managed that
defense
clock,
enough.
and they took it down there and on a scoring drive and won the game for them. So in late game situation, they proved it this past weekend against the Eagles. So if they come down to that again, and if they are down and they got the ball maybe 3 minutes in the game, like I'm riding with the 49ers anyways. But if that's what it's come down to, I'm 49ers all the way. So I seen them prove it to me this past weekend, and I know for a fact they can do it again if they get in that situation. So that ain't nothing to them. They just been in it, so it won't be nothing new to them. So they executed pretty good against the Eagles. I feel like they'll execute pretty good against the Seahawks if they get in that situation again. So I'm riding
Give
with
me the Seahawks.
give me the 49ers, and I don't like that. How you said that 7.5 spread? I bet that or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how you take that shit. But yeah, whatever it is. But I take that little point spread any day because 7.5 is a lot.
7.5 is crazy.
So yeah, give me the 49ers.
Give me the Seahawks.
I'm with you, Jay. If they get the run game going, I mean, it's set up perfect for them. San Francisco ain't got a damn linebacker. They got Eric Kendricks' old ass out there in the middle.
Hey, he plays ball, and Fred Warner's back. Practice window
open. Ain't played football in 3 months.
They opened up his practice window, probably 21 days. It ain't 21 days? I don't know.
Who did Dominique?
I don't know.
That's why I feel like that's why I'm going with 49ers, man. They're going to win this game, and he'll be back in the NFC Championship.
Indiana by 30. That's who I think is going to win the college football championship.
Indiana by 30? Goodness.
Indiana by 2 scores.
I'm not shocked.
I give him a touchdown.
Who did Dominique say?
Of these two coaches in this matchup, you got Mike McDaniel over there for Seattle. You got Kyle Shanahan for the San Francisco 49ers. Which one do you think feels the most pressure not to lose this game?
McDonald, right?
What did I say?
You said McDaniel.
I say that all the time.
McDonald, my bad.
Mike McDonald tenfold. It's his first time here. He's got number 1 seed. All the pressure is on the 1 seed. You have a beaten up 49ers team coming in with a coach who's been here a lot. And yeah, they want to win and pressure is on, but there's nothing like pressure being not a first time, but number 1 seed where no one really thought you'd be there. You haven't been there in a while, and it's a divisional matchup. So yeah, Mike McDonald's feeling all that pressure. And I have the 49ers winning. I don't know if Dominic said that too, but
he did.
Yeah, Buddha said that. But hey man, I don't see. I think the pressure is on. I think the pressure is on Shanahan.
Think so?
Like they keep on giving you these weapons. You keep on getting there, and you're not getting it done. So I feel like the pressure is on Shanahan, and I don't think you can put it on McDonald if it's his first time here. Hey, he's just gonna. This is a building block. You building off of this. This is your first year here, and you already the first pick, the first seed in the NFC. So this is what I'm saying. I think the pressure is still on Shanahan. Yes, he did good with all the injuries he had, but hey man, when is the time to say that maybe he just can't win the big thing?
Jay, you have a good point. I think the pressure on McDonald is in the moment, and I think the pressure on Shanahan is the opportunity of the window closing.
Yeah, for sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you put it like that.
Perfect way to put it.
Yeah, like his legacy.
Yeah,
and I feel like with Kyle Shanahan, if they do lose,
so that's a very valid point. But I mean, just right now in this moment, I think McDonald has.
But I got the Seahawks. I think it'll be a close game again. I think Seahawks win.
The pressure is on Shanahan if they lose this game. How's that sound?
I agree. What are you gonna say, Buddha?
I don't feel like it's on him because Grant. I feel like he'll get another pass just because you lost all your defense. You lost your starting tight end. I feel like he'll get another pass. So okay, well, Grant, he didn't have these guys, so they're probably already expected to lose. And
he's gonna be on this is what I'm gonna tell you. He's gonna be on a short lease next year.
Most definitely, I can see that. I can see that because I feel like they'll give him a pass.
If Shanahan don't get it done, like I don't think he's gonna win this playoffs. But next year, if he doesn't do anything really good, think they're gonna be looking at a different way, going in a different direction.
No, I
And I
just think I
think,
just feel like
to me, to be honest, I really think Mike Shanahan is a bona fide OC.
I mean, Kyle Shanahan.
That's what I think he is.
Mike's
I
got to
don't think
hand it.
he's a head coach. I think he's a really good OC.
you mean Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan, my bad.
I just feel like
Fast
they'll
I
give him a
bet you missed
pass. You know, even if they do
He'd
lose.
be a great OC. I think he's a great head coach.
Oh
too,
yeah,
though.
for sure. He'd be a great OC. I believe in Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, I think he's a good head coach. I mean, proof is in the pudding. I mean, he took them there twice. They hadn't won it. It's unfortunate, but I mean, I don't know. This year, I think he's if you're gonna make excuses for him any years this year, his whole damn team is beat up. They got to reload on the D line. I mean, I know Nick Bosa is out and injured, but they drafted a couple guys with some mid-level picks that hadn't really hit. I mean, they can't get a pass rush to save their damn lives. So if they can't heat Sam Darnold up, they don't stand a chance, in my opinion. But that's just me where I stand.
I think
I
the
don't feel that.
Trey Lance
I
is
ain't
still
gonna see
over this organization.
Shaheed and JSN.
You said, what about JSN?
I said, if they don't get that pass rush going, you're gonna see a lot of Shaheed and JSN.
100%.
I think the curse of
receiving yards
Trey
you giving
Lance is
JSN,
still
Jay?
hanging over this organization.
How many receiving yards am I giving JSN? I think they try to keep him under wraps. He'll barely top 100.
I can see that. I don't know. These divisional games are always fun, always close. We'll see. It could just come down to clutch moments. And if it comes down to clutch moments, I don't know how I feel about the ball being in Sam Darnold's hands. But if it's on the other side and it comes down to Brock Purdy or that Seattle defense, I'm taking that Seattle defense.
Right on.
But on the other side in the NFC, the Cardiac Bears, Chicago Bears are going to face the LA Rams. As we know, the Rams have been there. They got the experience. They won one a few years ago. They thrive in close, ugly games. The Bears have been winning a lot of close, ugly ones. So in this one, Jay, do you think that experience is going to matter more, or is the talent going to matter more? Because I think arguably Chicago has a more talented team.
On the offensive side,
I think the experience is gonna matter more. I think from the Rams going pretty deep last year, that's gonna make a big difference. Because if Chicago go down like they did against the Packers, ain't no way McVay letting them come back.
No, sir.
They gonna stump a mud hole in them. I ain't gonna lie to you. And it's another thing, that D-line for the Rams is really young, but they got experience last year from being in this playoff moment. I think that, man, they gonna amp it up, bro. I got the Rams in this one. But I do think this gonna be the most exciting game. As far as offensive-wise, I think this the game. If you like offense, this is the game you're gonna want to watch.
Definitely agree. I think we got two matchups where it's going to be a lot of points scored, and then we got two not so much. But we'll get to those games here in a bit. Buddha, given that they're pretty young for the most part, the Chicago Bears, if they were to lose, do you think it'll be viewed as a step back, or is this just growing pains?
I say growing pains because I know a lot of people didn't even see the Bears getting this far this season. And like I say, I was high on them. You know, they proven me right, and like I said, I didn't have them getting this far, but they proven right. I figured they was gonna be pretty good, and they're steady growing, you know, and getting better. And I said earlier, the ceiling is high for them, so I feel like it'll just be a growing pain because they're going against a good LA experienced playoff team. Most of the quarterback been in the playoffs. Vontae Adams been in the playoffs. So I mean, this ain't no first time team you're going up against. You're going against an experienced, and sometimes experience beats talent, So, but I'm rocking with the Bears, but I feel like if they do lose, it'll be just a growing pains, just a bump in the road that they can get over and focus on just surpassing that spot next year. We got here now. Let's try to move on to the next one. Let's move on to the NFC championship game. Shooting for the Super Bowl, but get past where you got to this year. So I don't feel like I think it's just growing pains. I look at it as growing pains. I wouldn't take it as a step back. It's only Caleb Williams second year. So I mean, you got some rookies over there. I wouldn't say it's close to being a step back at all. It's just a bump in the road, and the ceiling is so high for them. So yeah.
I got to ask y'all this real quick. Is Ben Johnson the coach of the year?
I would
so.
say, I would,
Man,
I,
it's
I would,
tough.
I would say, I would either
Let me
say
run
Mike
through my
Vrabel or
catalog.
Liam Cohen. Oh well, I'll let Zach Dow call because he can't hear.
Vrabel makes a case.
Some good. Yeah,
Sean
that's what Buddha
Mex-
said. Mike Vrabel. He said Liam Cohen.
McDonald.
Liam
McDonald makes
Cohen.
a
Mike
case.
McDonald, yeah, that could be the one right there, actually.
I
It
would
may
say
not be. Go ahead.
Vrabel or Liam Cohen, because who would have thought you could turn a 4-13 team around and just produce like that in a one span of a new coach and a span of a year? We ain't seen too many turnarounds that quick. You win a few more games than 4, but you don't see a 10+ win season turnaround between 1 year when you get a new coach.
But you say that, but who expected the Seahawks to be the number 1 seed?
To win
Not
14.
me.
No,
how many
you're right.
games they
You're right
win?
about that. You're
13?
right about that.
13.
How
Yeah,
many they
I
win
think-
last
Broncos had
season?
14.
I think record goes a long way.
Shit.
How many they win last season?
What's dang, I can't even think of his name.
What
The
team?
Broncos coach.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton?
Sean Payton.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
been there.
I think Zach mentioned him.
Yeah, he's been there, done that. I think they're gonna want some fresh blood in that category.
No, yeah.
He may not have as strong
But
of
I'm
a
just
case.
saying, he doesn't have a bad case.
No, and I will say one guy we haven't mentioned, and this isn't just me being a homer, but for the Texans to start 0-3 and then go on the run that they've gone on with 3
Impressive.
games without the starting quarterback. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
say, he's probably not made
No.
as strong of a case as some of those other
Yeah.
guys. But D'Amico
I mean, they're
Ryans,
on
you
a
have to put a little
10-game win
respect on his
streak. That
name.
speaks a
No,
lot of
10 game
volume. A 10-game win
That's
streak
tough.
is a lot.
Where's the streak
Is
at
the
now?
backup
Against a lot of good
quarterback better?
teams. 11. And a lot of those losses against really good teams like the Broncos, but I don't think we lost a game this year by more than 1 score.
Nice.
No,
Is the
the
backup
Jacksonville
quarterback better?
game. We lost to Jacksonville.
Jay funny.
No, we lost to Jacksonville by 7, actually. I lied. I don't think we lost the game by more than 7 points.
Wolf, you hear
Is
Jay?
Davis Mills better?
If
Look here.
the Texans are down by 2 touchdowns at halftime, and they pull DJ Stroud and put in Davis Mills, and he comes back and wins the game, Wolf is going to do some bad things.
Davis Mills
I
just
ain't
had
gonna
a kid too, man. He a little extra motivated. He got a little more to play for right now, you know.
Hey, David Mills. If y'all sub him in, they'll save y'all some money.
The General Mills.
So when CJ contract come up, he gonna want that bag.
Thanks.
He played all right, but he ain't played to get just
So
paid
who
like
we got
that.
in this matchup?
I got the
So
Bears.
we're moving ahead to Houston and New England? Or
No.
we still
the
on
Rams and
No, hold
still
on.
on.
Bears Rams.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Me personally, I'm taking the Rams. I think they come out, hit Chicago in the mouth. Chicago has not shown that they can start fast. So like one of you guys said a minute ago, if they come out lollygagging and get hit in the mouth and then try to pull that second half comeback, it ain't gonna happen against the Rams. Matt Stafford and Sean McVay ain't having it.
Wolf, you say that, but
Give me the
Rams,
Rams. I got Rams.
I have the Rams too, but the Rams definitely play with their food a lot. And we just saw it last week with Carolina. So it's a very weird matchup going on because I agree the Rams may come out hot.
I think
They don't close the deal though, man. It could be a weird second half, but I got the Rams.
I think it's something with the Panthers and the Rams.
Maybe.
The game earlier in the year was crazy.
They just
Yeah.
match up
I think
well.
it's just a Panthers Ram thing.
Some
Are
coaches
we on
just,
Rams, but Dominique?
just got your
Dominique cuts
number,
Bears.
you know?
What do you
Yeah,
got,
Buddha's
Bears?
riding with the Bears.
Yeah, I got the
Disappeared
Bears.
on us, but let's go ahead and move on to our next matchup. Got the Texans against the New England Patriots. Texans are on the rise. Patriots are establishing their identity, trying to prove. Sorry, I can't breathe right now. Trying to prove that they're a playoff team and a true contender. Trying to dodge the fraud allegations. It's gonna come down to whether Houston can stay disciplined against a team that thrives on mistakes like the Patriots. Because if nothing else, they are well coached. So I think coming in, that's going to be the mindset. I think the Patriots are going to be well prepared. They're going to be ready to capitalize on those mistakes. They're going to want to keep that slow pace that they like to play with. But, Jay, I want to ask you, if Houston ends up losing this game, is it a bad loss? You know, you can lose to some teams in some fashions, and people will say, okay, I get it. Like, that's tough. You get a pass, kind of. But if they lose to this Patriots team who's young, first-year head coach, been fighting fraud allegations all year, is that a bad loss?
I don't think it's a bad loss,
I
but I
don't
do
start
think
Oh, we're about to get active in hour 20. Don't even play.
I don't think it's a bad loss, but
Jay, I
I
don't
do
think so.
think I think the Patriots, I feel like the Texans match up so well with this Patriots team that I don't care about no bad loss because they ain't losing. They not
No.
losing.
In
Guys,
y'all's
The
own
Patriots is
words.
going down this week.
In y'all's
I
own
don't care
words.
what Dow got to say. I don't care what Dylan Reed got to say.
Shout out to
Texas, I see you in the conference championship.
according to
I
your
love
own
the
words,
energy.
I
I love
like
the
it. I
passion.
like it.
the Patriots are fraudulent. So if the Texans do lose this game, it'll be a bad loss for the Texans. That's just
I
using
think so
common sense.
personally. I think so personally, yeah. I mean, the media is not going to say that. You know, the Patriots have been darlings all year. You had some people to speak up about their schedule, but I think the Drake May train is rolling and people are backing him. Buddha, in this matchup, who would you say has more to lose with both these organizations trying to Houston, we've had some success. We've won the division a handful of times, couple playoff games, but we still don't really have an identity. You know what I'm saying? Like we're building one with this defense, but the Patriots are trying to get back on track. Who has more to lose in this matchup?
I would say the Texans because they've been there since D'Amico Ryan's been the head coach for me. Got him to the playoffs every season he been there. And I wouldn't say you're right. They don't have an identity, but y'all been in the playoffs. Y'all done been there every year. He's been there. So like this ain't nothing new to them. The players has been there for 3 years or more with that head coach. So I feel like they got more to lose. They've been there for 3 years. And for the Patriots, it ain't that much to lose for them because they just getting back up and rolling. They just not finding themselves with this second year quarterback they got, and they just not making some noise. This something new to them since Tom Brady left. They ain't been nothing since Tom, so they've just now finding themselves back in a position of winning. So that's something new to them since Tom Brady been gone. So I think I'm going with the Texans on this one. It'll be more against them than it will be the Patriots.
Come on,
Feel
Dow.
you on that. My guys from the Experts, a very little podcast. Shout out to them. Show a lot of love on the socials. They do a good show. Y'all go check them out too. They think the Patriots on this, just if nothing else, because of that home field, the year that the Patriots have had. Nobody expected it coming in, but now that we're here, expectations shift. Once you get on a roll, people expect you to win. So that's their opinion on it. And the Patriots are itching to get back to a Super Bowl. So it's gonna be a lot of tears shed when they lose this game. But Jay, if the unthinkable happens and Houston loses, oh, I'm sorry, I just asked you that. Zach,
There's only one way to go.
Will this game say more about Houston's future or New England's present? Either way it shakes out, whether New England wins or loses, does this game say more about Houston's future or New England's present?
I like the question, and I don't know what Dominique said. I liked your other question. Both these teams are on a steep rise for different reasons, but there is no loser in this game in terms of organizationally. If the Patriots lose, what was your second question about success? What was your second question?
Well, I was just asking, does it say more about Houston's future or New England's present, given that they've had all this success this season?
If New England loses, it'll be said a lot more about Houston's future. I mean, you say future. If Houston wins, they're here, especially with the piss poor offensive line they have. They're here. And if the Patriots win, it's kind of in the same boat. They weren't projected to be good for the next couple of years. They're here as well. They'll only probably get better. Both teams will probably only get better as time goes on. I think I'm the only one riding on the Patriots this week, which is fine.
Yep.
I knew this was coming, and I'll back my guys. Dude, Wolf, you said it perfectly. It is going to it's up to CJ Stroud, and it's up to the Texans offense limiting mistakes because it's not going to be like that. If they have a showing like they did last week, it's not going to end in a winning effort. So I think you nailed it. It's up to CJ Stroud and company on the offensive side to not make mistakes, to control the ball, to give their defense a shot, because the defense is great, but you get 3 or 4 possessions on your own 20, even the best defenses break. You know what I mean? So I do have the Patriots winning, and Vegas has them a 3.5 favorite. I think it's a lot, probably because the home advantage. But give me the Patriots, baby. I'm excited.
I mean, to answer the question, I'm gonna go with Houston's future. I'm gonna go the other route for the same reasons that you said, because I firmly believe, unless somehow, some way, this defense just forgets how to play football next week, that if Houston loses this game, it's gonna be on the offense's back, and that starts with C.J. Stroud, who is supposed to be our franchise quarterback, and we're about to get ready to have to pay him. So I think if we lose and he doesn't perform, if he can't catch a damn snap like we saw last week, and if he forgets how to step up in the pocket like he should have been, he did a few times, made some big time throws, but he got happy feet on a lot of plays. So I think if we lose, it's on him, and then we're back to square one. Luckily, we got a solid guy in David Mills. I don't know if he's the future, if he's the franchise, but CJ's got a lot to prove. So I'm going to go with Houston's future on that to wrap that up. But going to be a fun matchup. I love the matchup. I'm taking the Texans, needless to say. Buddha, did you say whether you got the Texans or the Patriots?
Riding with the Texans.
Let me
but
know what he
shout out
says.
to my uncle because he loved the Patriots.
My
but
God.
I'm riding with the Texans.
Oh,
He
my
riding with the
God.
Patriots.
Dominique.
Jay, who you riding with?
He already said it last
H-Town for real.
He already said it
Yeah.
last week. Both him and Cole said, well, if they win this week, they're losing next week. Is Nico Collins playing?
Man, Nico
No.
Collins got pile driven on his head. I don't see him playing, but
But
go ahead, Buddha.
Christian Gonzalez has got a concussion too, so Christian Kirk's probably finna have a field day.
I'm not mad about that, but I will say the only good thing I saw was after the game during a little speech in the locker room. Nico was in the locker room. He was chilling. He looked, usually you got a bad concussion, they go put you in a dark room somewhere. So I think that was a good sign, but yeah, I don't know the NFL protocol on concussions. So I would love to see Nico Collins out there. Obviously, big piece of what we do. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye on that. That's for sure. We need him. But I mean, even if we don't have him, I like Xavier Hutchins. Don't get me wrong, Hutchinson. He's not as good as Nico, but he plays just like him. He's big, long body, just like the rookie Jaden Higgins. So we got some guys that can still
I
play.
like Higgins.
And
I
if
like
they
Higgins.
if they ain't got their number one corner, the Texans could have a field day. I wouldn't say a field day, but they could get open. They can get open without Christian
I think
Gonzalez.
so too. It's gonna come down to play calling, obviously, and getting that run going, and CJ taking care of the ball. But I think
he got to catch the snap first.
3-1 on the Texans here. Zach riding with the Patriots. Boy, I hope they don't lose, if nothing else, just so I don't have to hear your mouth.
He
You
gonna
won't
let
have
us
to hear
have it
much.
next week. Golly.
Just that BKI is back,
Yeah,
baby.
we'll see. Yeah, okay. All right, back like he never left. Last matchup, I think this is going to be probably one of the more entertaining, one of the bigger matchups. The Denver Broncos, the Buffalo Bills. You got a surging Broncos team against Mr. Playoffs, Josh Allen, putting the team on his back. They got playoff expectations. Every mistake he makes is under a microscope. Denver's going to want to slow that game down. Josh Allen's going to want to ramp it up. They like a little chaos over there in Buffalo. Jay, can the Broncos win if they can't control the tempo and the field position?
I think the Broncos win this game.
Okay, straight like that.
As much as I've been hating on the Broncos, calling fraud, I think they come out and they win this game. I feel like Sean Payton dials it up and puts Buffalo in some spots that take advantage of their weaknesses. And I think Josh Allen doesn't have enough over there for that Denver's defense, especially the way that D-line has played. And they get them a rest. They get to come out with some fresh legs. I feel like that Denver D-line is going to have a party in the backfield against Buffalo. So I think Denver going to be ready and dialed in and ready for the Buffalo Bills. And then there goes your last big QB. Sayonara. See you later. I don't think Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl this year.
I never did. Zach, given the year that the Broncos have had, given who plays quarterback for the Bills, all the recent playoff success, which team's identity is more fragile right now?
Oh, that's the easiest question you've asked me all day, man. It's the Bills. It's the Bills. Their identity is a one-man show unless they can run the ball. They're going to have to answer a lot of questions in the offseason. I said 5 words about a month and a half. Whenever we got destroyed by the Denver Broncos fan base, I had to assure them 5 words. All roads lead to Denver. Give me the Broncos. But yeah, the Bills have a Super Bowl caliber quarterback with an average team with not a lot of weapons. I think the time runs out now. It'd be a great story for Josh Allen to go into Denver and just will their way to victory. I'd be happy to see it. But I'm taking Denver this matchup.
I mean, speaking of those Broncos fans, they let me have it. They all wanted to talk about the Broncos beating the Texans on the last-second field goal in that game when C.J. Stroud got knocked out in the second quarter. And I told them, we're going to see you again in the playoffs now. Hoping we can get past the Patriots. I didn't think it would be in the AFC Championship. I thought we might seeding may fall a little bit differently, and we'd see him in the wild card of the divisional. But I mean, it's right around the corner, and I would love to get back at some of them Broncos fans and get to talking a little smack. But Buddha, if Buffalo loses this, is it a panic moment or just a bad matchup? Because to piggyback off of what I asked Zach, I agree with everything you said, but I think, like, in the grand scheme of things, Buffalo's identity is the team that just can't get it done. I mean, in the 90s, you had your four in a row, not winning any of them. Here, you got the Mahomes comeback in the overtime game. They can't get over the hump, haven't been to a Super Bowl since those ones in the 90s. So, Buddha, I ask you again, if they do lose, is it time to panic, or do they have the excuse of this just being a tough matchup?
Man, it's time to panic because Josh Allen done been there. Granted, he ain't got no weapons, but that's not his fault. But he finds a way to will him to the playoff. He always find a way to will him, past the first round like he did last game. But I think he got one more game left in him to will him past the Broncos. I'm going with him. But if they do lose, they need to start panicking. I got him. I'm predicting them to win. But if they do lose against the Broncos, it's time to start panicking. Which way they gonna go? I don't know, but I feel like Josh Allen, Superman, will put his cape on again and find a way to deliver this game. And close matchup, I feel like they'll win by 3, but I feel like they'll get it done. That's who I'm riding with. That's who I'm picking. But if they do lose, yes, they need to go in panic mode for sure. Most definitely.
Jay, you said you riding with the Broncos.
Riding with the Broncos.
Zach said he riding with the Broncos. Buddha's riding with the Bills. Selfishly, assuming we can get past the Patriots, I would love to see the Buffalo Bills again so we can torture Josh Allen. I don't think they got anything for us.
Let me do my
Much
job.
easier matchup, I think, on paper, given what we saw this season. But like I said, the competitor in me would love to see the Denver Broncos since they're the 1 seed. They beat us earlier in the year. So we'll see what happens. That's going to be a fun game to watch.
I think
I will
down.
say,
I'm sorry. I think I'm down on Riverside, but can't get over the hump. Hasn't been to the Super Bowl since the 90s. Who does that sound like to y'all?
Can't hear you, Dal.
Can you hear me now?
It's like you're cutting in and out.
There wants some money.
Can you hear me now?
Kinda.
You cutting in and out.
Man, I hate this damn. What about on TikTok?
I know the one thing, to piggyback off Dow said, like, when Tom Brady was going to them Super Bowls, he didn't have nobody. Well, I mean, Tom Brady didn't have nobody. Like he said, Josh Allen ain't got nobody. Tom Brady didn't have nobody. Then one time he had this one white guy that was wearing number 15. I don't know who he was, but
Chris
he was
Hogan.
cooking in the playoffs. I don't know his name. I can't remember.
Put some respect on Chris Hogan's name.
I'm not saying Josh Allen. I'm not saying Josh Allen is a Tom Brady, but I'm saying I seen Tom Brady take him up in a bucket to the playoffs and to the Super Bowl and won it. So I mean,
hey man, that's a different type of guy.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely that. But I mean, I feel like Josh Allen is more athletic, and he can move a little bit more than Brady. I feel like this is a team that he can will past. If it's a close game, come the fourth quarter. If it's a touchdown game in the fourth quarter, the Bills. I feel like the Bills will win it.
Respect. I mean, I think the Broncos are going to pull it off. Like I said, as much as I would love to see the Bills, the point that Zach was trying to make earlier was we mentioned those 4 Super Bowls that Buffalo made it to in the 90s, and we talked about how they couldn't get over the hump. He said, hadn't gotten over the hump or been to the Super Bowl since the 90s. Who does that sound like? Good old
for real.
Cowboys.
Yeah, most definitely. You back?
Yeah. I see you now, Dominique. Oh, my
You should have
God.
been done that. Oh, man.
Should have kicked you out a
Golly.
long time ago.
I hate this, man.
You just been talking
My
over.
phone overheats and it just disconnects.
You gotta
That's
get
You know,
iPhone
how you
from
get
the
on
past
TikTok
few
too?
years.
I can't explain to you how I have two phones, but I have two.
I got 2 phones.
That
One for the
jailbroke his work phone.
one for the plug and one for the.
Nah, I'm with you. I think the Broncos I think they just trying to prove that they belong right now. Like this is their first year having this success. They're a fairly young team,
Yeah.
but the Bills got a lot of expectations. Josh Allen carrying the weight of a whole city on his back, honestly. So
Nah, for real.
we gonna see. We gonna see if pressure make diamonds or if it busts pipes. Either way, I'm here for it. It's gonna be a great matchup. We got a lot of good games coming up. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, anything you want to wrap us up with?
It's been a hell of a postseason so far. It's been fun.
College and NFL.
Most definitely.
There's some duds in there, some bad matchups.
Hey, Dad, what do you think about DJ Blackwell going to Baylor?
Love it, baby. Hey, you know what's crazy? Here's what
I
sucks.
picked the Broncos.
Thank
Zach
you.
2.0, we picked the Broncos here on Stirring the Pot. We got you back.
Here's what sucks is we had a bunch of guys in the wings waiting to see where DJ Blackwell was going to go, some receivers, some offensive linemen, and they were just waiting. And so if we wouldn't have gotten them, we would have lost everybody. So it's like, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? So happy to see that he's committed. We've already got a Colorado receiver who he's friends with. We got another guy from Syracuse, and I think we've gotten like 7 starters in the last week. So
The guy that y'all got from Colorado is a guy from Silsby.
Yeah. They're good friends. So that's awesome.
Is that a Marion Miller or something like that?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So we may win that game, man.
Prime is losing some guys though. He done got some guys in the portal.
He brought some guys in too though.
He did. But he's losing all his 5 stars. Oh yeah, I don't know, some more junior. He's losing a lot of 5-star guys that he did have.
Yeah, that one tackle that's leaving.
That tackle.
Well, Jordan Seaton, that's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that quarterback still saying that was a 5-star for them?
Yeah, he's still there. Jumbo Lewis.
Okay.
He's still there.
And then y'all college teams, what y'all transfer portals looking like?
What's up?
Well, Jay, Wolf, y'all college teams, y'all pay attention to transfer.
Dominique, shut up.
Man, I'm still talking about the transfer portal. Hey man, Dabo Sweeney don't do too very well in the transfer portal.
He doesn't believe in it. He doesn't believe.
I feel like he ain't gonna be too long at Clemson. They might fight him mid-season if it's bad. Like, and the way he was talking in them interviews this past season, oh my God, he was talking reckless. Like,
I don't know. They may fire
he
me
just
tomorrow.
knew he was going to get fired after some of these games. The way he was talking in them interviews is crazy.
Shut up, man. Dominique, it's like he won like $5,000 off a scratch off. He walks into the house like, "Hey, how's everybody else's day doing?" Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
We ain't
a lot of.
You want to talk about your day? Let's talk about it. Oh, my day? My day was great.
No, we ain't hit nothing on this scratch
That's
off.
what had him high and mighty this year, and you see what
we bought $100 ticket and then win 10. We only won 10.
The higher
$90.
The higher those expectations got.
You say that, Buddha. Well, who expects y'all to be in the playoffs?
You're right.
But the money
you're right. A lot of people did.
Exceeded expectations.
No,
for sure.
That was the expectation.
Yeah, for Tech fans, ain't for nobody else in the world.
No, for ball knowers, that was the expectations. Oh,
Buddha started drinking the Kool-Aid. They got those expectations. Got them expectations way up high, and that just made them fall down even harder.
No. You spent $28 million on a roster. That's not to win 8 games. Like, oh, he just missed it.
For sure.
You spend that much money, your goal is conference championship playoffs. End of story. And that's for any team. That's for any team.
Facts.
You got a lot of people that spent that money and didn't even make the playoffs. And I wouldn't say I feel bad for them because they got money. Y'all got billionaire donors or boosters or whatever they call them. I don't feel bad for them, but they got it's crazy.
I hope. I want them to lose all their money.
That's enough talk about Texas Tech. We talking about teams who make playoff runs this week.
I know you fucking lying.
Find us here, same place, probably a different time. You never know with us, but we will be here one way or the other. It might be one of us, might be 5 of us. Either way, make sure you follow, like, share, subscribe, everything. YouTube, Spotify. We got TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. My man Zach Dow, he's got a Dan Marino signed football. He's got to figure out who he's giving away to.
What game should we do it? Should we do the I did the Texans last week. What game should we do?
They got to follow us on TikTok to find out.
Yeah, follow
Yeah.
us on TikTok, on Twitter, follow the social. You can get a Dan Marino signed football. It's real. It's authentic. I promise. Zach
Which
is
game you want to do?
Got to find out.
Oh, yeah. Find out.
Yeah,
Follow us on
listen.
TikTok.
follow us.
Yeah,
follow
follow
us
us on
the
TikTok
socials
to
and
find
find
out.
out. All right. On behalf of Zach, Jay, Cowboy Buddha, I'm your host, Big Bad Johnny Wolf. As always, keep stirring that pot, baby.
Man, boys is getting quiet. Going to get crunk. Head back to Longview, Kelly popping trunk. I ain't even tripping. Riding and I'm sipping. Let me come through.